still. What they got was footage of me in jeans and a sweater doing the whole act. And then David... the animatronics.
Oh, Dave Fighton.
Dave Fighton was this huge guy. And he took that footage and he was going to make the animatronic. And I said to him, you know, David, the animatronics are so good at Disney that you've got to realize that 3PO is, you know, not totally human movements. he's a robot. He's a... And I want him to be like he is in the movies. I thought this sounds really stupid about communication team. Eventually, when I went to see when we were working on the pre-show before it opened, and I looked at 3PO, I had this strange doppelganger thing. Suddenly, they didn't need me. 3PO had come alive all of his own. And there was this moment where they'd asked me, I think Tom Fitzgerald had said, at some point, can you put a look down? The audience are actually passing on a walkway below your eye line. So when you finish talking to 3PO at the moment, just casually look down and carry on with what you're doing. So I put that look in. And one day before the show opened, I was standing in the thing that you can see behind us, and I was all by myself, and I was looking up at 3PO, watching him move, and suddenly he just looked at me. That moment will stay with me forever. And then what we did also, you may not know, but there's all those funny announcements, and some of those voices are me. I can't remember the script. Kajana. Do you remember this? Something like Endor, and something Gunda. Yes, you got it, didn't you? You probably know the script.
I remember the dialogue. That was you.
That was me, yeah. And what I did was we listened to.
I should attend more of my own.
You should. We sat through what's the thing that Ewoks in? Jedi. We sat. I think I watched this.
That was 27 minutes.
So we sat there writing down all the Ewok phrases and then rewove them, which is how we made Ewokese in the first place, moving things around. And so then we did them, and I did them like the most frightful, airport announcers. And it was a huge joy. And then the opening day, and there I am in Anaheim, because we had this huge event, and there was Michael Eisner and all that kind of thing. And 3PO and R2 were to arrive on top of the walkways. The people mover, and that was our stage. So we would arrive by flying saucer, not that we use those words, big round spaceship thing that flew very high up, and there was all this stuff coming down like, oh, R2, it's there, yes, we must land now. Oh no, that kind of thing. You know what it's like. And then I and R2 walked forward in rehearsal on the people mover in spotlights, and there was Mickey, of course. Yeah. Now I have to say, working with Mickey is dangerous because I have no peripheral whatever, and Mickey's ears stick out to here. Anyway, there we are. I think about 3 o'clock in the morning in Anaheim, and I'm there in my go position, and R2's next to me there, and then I see the flying saucer. And I see it take off. Now this is a thing that was probably about 40 feet across, a huge thing. And it had big arms that came out of it. And it was being flown at about 400 feet by a helicopter, which was about 800 feet. So you got this whole thing. No lights on the helicopter, so you couldn't see it. And then it flew from the car park, and it came and hovered over the back of the people mover. And I'm going, oh, look. Science fiction is real. And the helicopter stopped. On the other hand, the flying saucer kept going. And it stopped when it got to the end of its little pendulum thing. And then it came back here. And then it came back here. And then it came back here. Suddenly, total disaster. The whole thing crashed to the ground. Absolutely smashed onto the office building. Nobody was hurt. There was a deep silence. At 8 o'clock the next morning, I was in the Disney recording studios. Arthur, beam me down immediately.
Yeah, that had to be a surreal experience.
Totally.